Hi, this is Mark with ShotRock. I'm going to do an updated video using the Aurora Interface to schedule a holiday or an event. This is really handy, probably the most viewed video that I have out there that customers are always needing to know how to do things. So bear with me. Feel free to fast forward to the point that you need, but I'm just going to go over a couple things here. All right, the new Aurora software you're looking at right here. This is my demo system right here. When you log in as an admin, this is the screen you're going to see. You have your company name up here. It'll show you phone numbers that you have connected to your system. I have one that's not assigned. And then there's some other information such as down below, you'll see the telephone numbers that have rang into our location here, and just phones that are connected, just some general information. But anyways, getting to the point on how to schedule an event or a holiday. Over on the left, if you'll come to call configuration, click on that, and when it expands, you're going to see incoming call routing schedule. Click on that. Once you get here, you'll see a list of all your phone numbers that you have. You can see these are our test numbers here. I'm going to use the top one. This is our unused test number right here. But this would be probably up here at the very top for you. It'd say your main BTN, and it'll have your description, and it'll have the number that is associated with it, which should be your main number. But we're going to go down here to the test number right here. You're going to click on the little pencil. The screen will pop up. Go ahead and expand it. It's just easier to see. What you're looking at, you're going to see the header's name. You can change that to anything you want it to be, but most likely it's already done for you and you don't need to. And you're going to see the default route. A lot of times customers change this by accident and they screw things up by mistake. So most likely this is always going to say the same, and your blue down here is going to say this is what happens during your different hours, like in most cases 8 to 5 when you're open. So the white is everything that's closed. And what do we want to happen? We want it to go to our closed auto attendant. Then below we have our open scheduled. This is Monday. I'm going to click on it. You can see starting at 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. we want it to ring our open immediate ring group. All right, so that's a normal situation. It might go to an open auto attendant. It might go somewhere else. It just depends. So you can check on that, but again, I would not modify them in any way. So we have that, and down below we have our holidays and events. This is where you can schedule a holiday. Most likely it's already done for you on all the holidays, but you might have an event coming up or need to change something like do your inclement weather greeting. I'm going to do a couple examples here. So the first one, if I was going to start up a new system, I would add a holiday. I'm going to start with January 1st. So we're going to do a holiday. We're going to play the holiday greeting on January 1st. So I'm going to click on the add a holiday event, and we're going to do a fixed date. January 1st is always New Year's. So I'm going to just click on the month and the day, name it New Year's Day. And then we're going to hit add. What we want to happen, well, we know we're normally open 8 to 5. So here between 8 and 5 p.m., we're going to go ahead and go to the holiday greeting. So I'm clicking on I have my time set here and my destination. A lot of times customers forget to do anything with this. It doesn't work correctly. Destination is anything that can ring and terminate a phone call. In this case, we're going to go to the auto attendants. So I'm going to click on the extension here, and we're going to go up to the holiday auto attendant. You're going to either do a closed greeting or a holiday greeting. So I'm going to click, they're usually pre-done for you. I usually kind of do that for everybody. So we're going to click on holiday in this case. So I'm going to hit save. So a bit more before I do that. So start time's 8 to 5, and what we're going to do, we're going to play the holiday auto attendant. I'll hit save. We've got it scheduled here, and hit save again. And if I was done, I'd hit this save here, and then the other save, the master save, the big save at the top after this. But we'll do that at the very end. So I've got that scheduled. That's how you do an individual holiday. Well, let's say we're going to schedule an event such as inclement weather. So tomorrow there's ice storm coming in, even though it's September, and we're going to say, hey, we're going to leave early today. The storm's coming in, and we need to leave a little bit early. So currently it's like 9:05 a.m., but weatherman says it's coming in, and we need to get leave the building by, let's say, 12. And I'm only going to have a half day today, so we're going to hit add event. And this is going to be for a single day. It's going to only happen today or whatever day I choose. So I'm going to click on single date, and I'm going to click on the calendar. We're just going to go for Thursday today. I'm going to just put ice storm to remind me, and I might just put in the date just for my purposes for a note. I'm going to click add, and we're going to leave at noon. So I'm going to just go ahead and click on 12 o'clock p.m. and we're going to play till 5, because after 5 our closed greeting will play. There we go. Where do I want the call to go to? Oh, I want it to go to our inclement weather. I've already recorded that. So hit save, hit save again. Now you can see I have it scheduled. Again, I click save here, and I do the master save behind it. This to push up the save, the final save. All right, so that's how you do the ice storm. Well, let's say I want to send my calls to a different location or a cell phone number. First thing I do is add the cell phone number. So up here underneath device, let's see, I think it's underneath device configuration. Oh, it's still underneath the call configuration. Or go to destinations, and you can go to add external number. I can never find it. I'll look at it for the first time. There it is. It's under applications, and it's the last thing. It says add external dial number. So we're going to add the number. And I know this is actually time and temperature here in Oklahoma City. And I can do two things here. Of course, I'm going to pass the original caller ID. I can make it ring that cell phone number, let's say, for 24 seconds. If no one answers it, the cell phone, I can make it go to my Dropbox, my voicemail Dropbox. Under voice groups, there's probably one that says Dropbox for your location. So to ring this phone number here for 24 seconds, if no one answers, it'll pull the call back and dump it into my Dropbox to take a message. That's one way of doing it. Or I can say ring my cell phone for 60 seconds, and then I know, and I can change this to hang up. What's going to happen is this phones are going to ring to this number here for 60 seconds. No phones ring for 60 seconds, so calls will end up in my cell phone's voicemail. I'm going to do a hang up. Okay, hopefully that makes sense for you. But if I wanted to pull it back to somewhere else, I just tell it how many seconds I want to ring, 20, 24 seconds, and then where do I want it to go after that time expires. Okay, I could go down here to, again, to my different message or whatever I wanted to do. All right, I can make it go to another group, but I normally just make it go to the cell phone. That way I get it on my cell phone. Okay, so now I can go back to my call configuration and go to my incoming call scheduler. Go back to my test number here, click on the pencil, and we're going to add another one where I want the call to go to my cell phone. So we've got something else is happening. We're gonna shut down early and go party at the some location, but I want to go ahead and send the calls on that date to my cell phone. We're just going to call it party day. We're all going to go bowling. Ooh, wow. And we're going to go do it all day long. So we're going to go 8 o'clock a.m. to 5 o'clock p.m. And we're going to send the calls to my cell phone number and right there. Oh, in this case, we're going to send it to, answering service. That works. Hit save. Hit save again. And now the calls are there. So now I hit save. And then I hit one time, I hit the mat, I'd hit the save. And then I'm going to hit the big save over here to push everything out. So in review, we went ahead and we reviewed what the default route is. Default route is where calls go in the white. The blue is Monday through Friday, our normal working hours, 8 to 5, where we want calls to go there. Most likely we'll never change that, okay? Most because people do change it. What happens, they'll say, oh, we're off on Monday. They'll change it, and then the following Monday they forget, and it plays the off greeting. That's why we never change these. We always use an event, a holiday or event down here, okay? Again, we saw how to update and add and update a holiday. We've got one for what happens if we're going to leave early on for an ice storm. We want the calls route to our inclement weather one, 12 p.m. to 5 p.m. And then we did one where we're just going to send the calls to an off-site number, 8 to 5, and we're going to dial an external number to the calls are going to go to the answering service. Okay, cell phone, whatever you want to do. And we showed you how to add a number. Okay, so we go over here and we said we wanted to add a new number. Destination is anything where a call terminates to, and we went ahead and added a new number down here under add external dial. That's where you add it there. All right, I hope that is helpful for you. And again, we updated it with the new Aurora software so you can see it or interface. All right, talk to you later. If you have any questions or comments, you can always email us at the help desk. That's helpdesk@shotrock.com, shotrok.com. Thanks.